Hello everyone, it is Toby here, and today we have a review of the Cerberus Strength 7mm Neoprene Support Soft Belt that I have just picked up as an upgrade to the 7mm Neoprene Underbelt, which is very similar, but I think this is the better option, and that is the exact reason why I have upgraded. So today's video is going to be a thorough product review of the soft belt, 7mm soft belt, as well as a comparison to the neoprene support belt. We're going to test this out with some heavy deadlifts as well, and I'm just going to give an overall summary of the service that Cerberus provides, the products, and generally why I think this is a fantastic product that you all should go out and buy. So without further ado, we should jump straight into the review. But before we do, if you guys could leave a like on this video to help it push to the algorithm and show other people that there is a review out there for this soft belt, it might help inform them in their decision in purchasing it, as well as subscribe so you can catch any other product reviews that I do, and also regular daily, not daily, but nearly daily Strongman content. So now that that is all out of the way, let's jump in to the product review of the Cerberus Strength 7mm Neoprene Support Soft Belt. So before we jump into the review of the actual belt itself, I just want to say a bit about the packaging, the delivery time, the general service that Cerberus offers. And I've ordered a lot of Cerberus. You will know that there are a few reviews on my channel from the last few years. So it is a company that I've been a customer of for a long while now, and I have never had a bad experience ordering from them. Everything has arrived in the stated delivery time whenever I pay for standard delivery. Even when I order nearer Christmas, like I have with this, it has come pretty much bang on time, if not early. So again, have absolutely nothing negative to say there. You're in safe hands with Cerberus. They also offer really easy sizing changes. If you find that you ordered the wrong size, try it on and want to send it back. Super easy. They're a fantastic company. They're very supportive of me as well over on Instagram, liking a lot of my training videos and commenting and that sort of thing. So if you are watching and you are from Cerberus, big thank you there. I love your products, I love your company, I am a massive fan. But today is all about the soft belt, and this, yeah, as I said, came really quickly in very just decent packaging. Never had any issues there, nothing's damaged or anything like that. And now I think is the best time to actually go into a bit of a product review. So this, as it says on the tin, is a neoprene support belt or soft belt. And it is exactly that. It is made of a neoprene material, which is a bit like a wetsuit if you guys haven't seen neoprene before. But this does something slightly different than the underbelt. This has a very hard back area, so it's not quite as bendy. You can see the bit on the side is all very flexible, whereas the bit on the back isn't so. It's a lot more supportive, a lot tougher than you might expect. The thing that sets this apart from as well any other sort of soft belt that I've seen from Cerberus and other companies, it's got this big elastic Velcro patch. I know this is not exclusive to this soft belt, but it is certainly a very welcome feature to provide that extra bit of support that you might need. And yeah, this is a fantastic bit of kit that can not only be used as an addition to a hard belt, but also on its own for someone who might not like how much a hard belt is supportive, or for other events to where a hard belt might get in the way when training strongman, such as at the stones loading, that sort of thing. You might want something that's still going to support you but not get in the way quite as much. So right away the material feels super high quality. All the stitching looks absolutely immaculate. There is no sort of signs of at all fraying or anything like that. It just feels super good, and like it's going to be super supportive. The Velcro on this is a big thing. It is very tough, so if you hear me stick it together, it takes a lot of force to pull it apart without just peeling it off, which is fantastic. There's going to be no slipping or anything like that, which I know can be a problem for other companies where they have slightly weaker Velcro. The same goes for the elastic support straps. This is even tougher Velcro, which is absolutely fantastic. It sticks down and will not move unless you want it to move, so there's no chance of this belt slipping off or becoming undone on events when you're actually using it, which is again an absolute must for this belt. And something I did notice with the underbelt was happening when I tried to use it as a soft belt, but that is because that is specifically an underbelt, whereas this can be used as either an underbelt or a standalone soft support belt. So this is why this is the more versatile and better option in my opinion. Now, if I hold these side by side, this is obviously the support belt that I am reviewing, and this is the old underbelt that I have. You can see it's missing that elasticated support on the back, as well as you can see that the back on this is completely flat and made of that soft floppy material, whereas this one has got those hard ridges that provide that extra support. The Velcro on this one for me is a lot weaker now because it's quite old. It's a couple years old now, and something I really like about the support belt that the underbelt does not have, well, does have rather, is the label for the support belt is here. As you can see, you may think, why am I going over this? Well, that is because the label for the underbelt is actually right on the Velcro, so it can get stuck in the way and causes the Velcro to be a little bit weaker. So yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I noticed was different, and something I'm very happy about. You may notice that this is obviously a much older belt. You can see it's still holding up very well. There's absolutely no fraying of any of the stitching on it, and it still works well for its intended purpose, other than I've got a bit fatter and need something a bit bigger. Chucking that to one side and back onto the support belt now. This as well has some loops up the back, which you can see. This is technically designed to keep the elasticated bits in place, but you could also slide a hard belt under there if you want to keep it as one unit. I prefer just to stick the hard belt over the top and not have to worry about it. That's personal preference to me. But I think everything that I wanted to go over with the support belt is now gone over. I'm going to obviously give it a test run and show you guys me putting on, how to put it on, which should be really helpful for you. I'm going to go over a bit more about the support when it's on and which events that I would absolutely use this for. I'll also show an example of me wearing it with a hard belt as well, so you can see what it looks like with that over the top. So without further ado, let's do that right now. So with a slight change of angle now, I'm stood up and you'll be able to see me put this on with a lot better focus than when I was sat down. So all you've got to do with this, very, very simple. I've got a hoodie on, so it's not going to be quite as tight as it would usually be. So what you want to do is get it and line it up, obviously, on your back, on the crux of your spine there. And then you just want to pull it nice and tight. So get it there, pull the top bit over. That will lock in place. You can see even without the extra support straps, it is staying done fantastically. Then you want to grab these Velcro support bits and you want to pull the one which has the Velcro on the back of it, as you can see. You want to pull that nice and tight over, and then get the one with the logo and pull that to meet it in the middle, and you are locked in. And this is absolutely not going anywhere. It is feeling absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's got me supported. And when I breathe and brace, you'll be able to see that the belt flexes to accommodate the change in my stomach. Obviously the hard belt is not going to flex, which is why you can brace against this, and this is obviously providing that slightly smaller and softer support, but still in my back I feel absolutely supported, especially for things like loading. I can get right down, pick up a sandbag, and it has provided that extra bit of support, same with stones and that sort of thing. So yeah, that is me putting it on for you guys. I will grab the hard belt and we will go over with a hard belt on top of it as well, and show how much more supportive that is than the underbelt. So here is the hard belt that I've got. This is going to be very tight because obviously I'm wearing a hoodie, which I wouldn't usually do, but you just want to sit it over the top in the middle of the belt. As you can see, it provides a nice line where to put it where the elastic is. So I'm only going to do it on the 2 hooks because the 4 definitely won't do up with my hoodie on, but simply you just want to do it up like a normal belt and then tighten the lever, and that provides an absolutely monumental amount of support to me. You can see now when I flex to do the breathing breaks, everything tightens up massively. I feel super supported. I can still get down to the bar if I was deadlifting, but my spine's going to go absolutely nowhere. It just feels fantastic, feels amazing, provides a fantastic amount of support there. So yeah, it's a win from me. Definitely worth getting in addition to a hard belt. So I now have a heavy deadlift session to get done, where I'm going to be putting this underbelt, it's not even an underbelt, this soft belt to the test as an additional supportive measure along with my hard belt. I'm going to be doing a very, very heavy set for a set of 5. if I can. 3 to 5 is the aim. So I'm going to play that set now. I know this is a review, but you'll get to see that little bit of training. And you can see that I am locked in, pulling really, really nicely, feeling absolutely massively supported, which is, yeah, fantastic. But before we end the video, I did say I was going to talk about the other uses of this belt that isn't just using it in conjunction with a hard belt. So I use this belt as a strongman for any of those movements where a hard belt is going to get in the way. So as I mentioned before, a loading medley, Atlas stones, having a hard belt is going to get away in that sandbag or stone clean over the stomach, but a soft belt lies flush with your stomach, so it will not get in the way quite as much, but still provide an absolutely fundamental piece of support. So that is the big positive to this, and the fact that it stays on without the use of the hard belt as well means it can be used standalone. So if you don't yet have a hard belt and don't particularly want to jump in and get a hard belt because you think it's going to be uncomfortable, you've tried them before, you don't like them, this soft belt is going to provide you a nice amount of support in place of a hard belt as well on the main lifts without using one. So if you want to provide yourself a bit of support but not go the full hog of a hard belt, and you just want to sort of keep training beltless, train those core muscles, but still provide a little bit of support to your back, then this soft belt is absolutely fantastic because, of course, you train how much it's supporting you. You control how much you can do up that Velcro, the extra elastic straps, that sort of thing. So you don't have to run it as tight as I did. You can run it loose, you can run it tighter if you can wrench it round that much more. So you're in control. It's a fantastic piece of kit and I couldn't recommend it more. So that's it, that's the review. As you can tell, it's an incredibly positive one. If there's any other sort of pieces of supportive equipment or general gym equipment that you want me to go over and review and give my thoughts on, leave them in the comments below, and if I can afford to pick one up, or I have it already, I will of course make a review and share you my thoughts on them. These reviews aren't endorsed or paid for by any of the companies that I review for. I just do them because I happen to have the equipment. Usually it's stuff that I've used a lot in the past or I've upgraded to for a specific reason, and I think it's important to share my thoughts of these things with you guys so you can see from an unbiased consumer's point of view what these things are, if they're good, if they're not. And I'd say anything from Cerberus, for Strongman specifically, is fantastic. There's a reason why so many of the top level athletes are sponsored by them, do use their products. They are absolutely fantastic. So that is where I'm going to leave today's review. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember to leave that like down below so it will help boost this video to the algorithm and show more like-minded people who love Strongman or love generally this sort of gym related content, that there is this channel here that reviews stuff from an unbiased opinion, as well as does training content once or twice a week following an amateur strongman journey as I progress more and more in the garage gym. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby. Be sure to subscribe and I will see you in the next video.